going in 2 ways on. Okay, yeah. One of these is on YouTube Shorts, and that's fine. I like that. That's what I'm going for. Okay. Nice. Okay. Should I close one of those in case my bandwidth gets too much? Yes, but I've already fussed around a little too much with that. So I think we should just get started with the artifact routes. Oh, and I need to do that event too. Should I accept someone into my world? Why not, honestly? Oh, what is this? A new event? Maybe they need to stop releasing events, because what's the point? Just like inject the primos directly into my sarcasm by the way, but just inject the primo gems directly into my account, please. You know I'm gonna do them. You don't need to make me go through the hubbubaloo of
Thank you for completing today's
of fighting something that I can't fight without Mavwika. Can you tell I spend some time on r/Genshin Impact Reddit? Because I don't even think I think there's like a certain red pillage that is in every Reddit community. Every Reddit community is red pilled in some way, shape, or form. And it's up to, and if you absorb any Reddit energy, you are becoming red pilled. Not all of it is bad. Okay, some red pill gets a bad rap because it's the incels that do it, but there is some level of like, oh yeah, well, be more aware of what's actually going on around you. That could be classified as red pill. And in that case, I think some amount of red pillage is fine. Is there a single community that takes it to like the appropriate amount of red pill? I don't know. I couldn't say. Certainly not r/Travis and Taylor, because that is just, I don't know. I feel like any community. There was a video essay I saw on this, that any community that starts off based on like a dislike, a hate, if you try to characterize yourself based on what you aren't, no, I don't know if that's true, but what you dislike versus what you like, that inherently leans towards conservatism. Like the community will eventually like go down that rabbit hole. So just don't join any negative Reddit communities. Just focus on the positives of your Reddit communities, please. Don't join r/Travis and Taylor, or you can. It'll just be sad for everyone involved if you do. I mean, I assume everyone here knows that Taylor Swift has her master's back, so I did in fact do a listening spree of Reputation, and honestly, there's no one in chat, so no Swifties will get me, but when I first came out, I remember not being about it because I was unfortunately on the, oh, this is kind of problematic, Taylor train. And then, but once the Eras Tour came out, and I was fully on board with Taylor again because of Folklore and Evermore, I was like, I'm gonna re-listen to all of Reputation in order to be ready for the tour, and oh, the second time I was fully into it. I was like, everything is good here. And now I'm like, I like half these songs. I think, to be fair, I think I like 2/3 of these songs. My main issue is that just I do not like Gorgeous. Gorgeous is not for me. No one has said that about me, and that's why I feel like Gorgeous is not for me, obviously. And then... And there's just like a few other songs on the album that are... Like, I like look what you made me do, okay? But no, it's not that their songs are cringe for me. I'm fine with cringe in music. Taylor has trained me to be okay with that. What I'm not okay with is it just gorgeous? I need to revisit that track list because I'm having a hard time coming up with another song I dislike besides gorgeous. Maybe the album does in fact eat, and I was just hung up on gorgeous. There's at least another one though. Don't Blame Me though is a hit. It needs to go on the charts again. I need to do my part actually. Right now, I need to be. Well, Taylor needs to do her part. When Justin Bieber is asking every single fan on his live to stream Yummy, like, we clown him, but some artists could do a little bit more, you know? I mean, did it not work? Did Yummy not become #1? I feel like it did. And in that case, like, we shouldn't look at Justin too harshly. I'm trying to be a defender of every single person in Hollywood, I guess. It's just a coincidence that Hailey Bieber has the same tattoos as Selena Gomez. That is, you don't want to get a G right behind your ear. I think that's the one. That's every day I wake up and I'm like, it's the day for the G behind my ear. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I will give celebrities a pass unless, like, for unconfirmed things. Like, the only thing I would ever, like, really get someone on is, like actual, like, harmful political takes that they openly support and have publicized. In that case, like, yes, bad. Well, I guess I don't know because the Nicki Minaj stuff. Let's do the analysis on that, right? We got that anti-vax tweet about her cousin's balls, which wild reality we live in there, but like that's a harmful political message. So that kind of deserves some derision. I don't know if like, cause she does like couch it in like a personal experience and just asking questions, but like I'm also so like burnt by like bad faith actors just asking questions that, you know, you have to understand that like I did not mean for this to be all about politics. Well, I mean, it's not politics, but it's like all celebrity drama I mean, yes, everything is politics, and so all celebrity drama is politics. Let's talk about Megan and Nicki Minaj. Let's finish the initial point too. Let's start by finishing the initial point. There's so many like bad face actors are just like asking questions that when it's like someone who's truly ignorant asks questions, then you can't. It's hard to separate out what's what. And so yeah, I get that. I get why like, oh, someone says something, even asking questions about anti-vax, so it's like, okay, dude, are you really? How can I be sure? You know? Okay, let me just close this and close this. And now we're cooking with fire. Hopefully. But yeah. So I don't know if I would get on a celebrity though if it was just the storyline was just that they're being toxic. Like, okay. I mean, who isn't? I don't know if that's a good defense though. Maybe I'm in the wrong for this. Because like I don't know if anyone's toxic, but if they post on X, the Everything app, and say, don't get a vaccine, then it's like, okay, we're doing demonstrable harm to a lot of people, in a way that you couldn't without your level of influence. I'm just saying things to justify my own opinion, but like, they could be toxic to however many people that are in their close personal circle without being a celebrity. It's their unique celebrity that lets them spread like misinformation, bad political takes to multiple people. And so when contending with their celebrity, I feel like that's what the focus should be on in terms of criticizing their celebrity. They can be toxic to the people in their own lives, and that would happen with or without the celebrity aspect of their character. Oh, jeez, okay. Do I need stronger internet? I don't watch streamers with like bad Wi-Fi, so I don't know if it's coming across on stream, but there's just a little... I feel like part of it has to be with like your input and the output on screen, so if you're not feeling the inputs, then maybe it's like not as jarring to just watch some lag. I don't know though, it could be really jarring right now. In which case I do apologize. We will read up, I suppose, at some point. Is that what I even wanted to talk about? Well, this is... Genshin's doing a bunch of nothing right now. Like, I finished... What was this the... Man, I need to stop doing Genshin stuff, like, immediately as it comes out. Because then I, like, a few weeks in, I lose track of what the most recent thing was. Because I think the most recent thing was the Albedo storyline, and then the Fontaine thing with the movies. Well, you weren't even doing movies. Oh, movie-related activities. It was sort of a theme park. That was the most recent thing. Which was honestly pretty good, but then I finished it in like 2 days, and so I run out of content with that.
Too slow.
Maybe I should down my graphics a little. White? Already? That's insane. Okay. Well, I guess all signs point to needing a new PC. I really need to get a new PC before any tariffs comes in, because now I'm like, am I paying the cost of tariffs? Am I gonna have to regret the way I voted? Joking. In 2024. Could you imagine? I mean, yes, you can imagine, because gay people and Asian people vote for Trump all the time. Now, I would argue that, like,
Try and stop me.
the cross-section, the... God, what's the PC term again for... intersection? Intersectionality. Yeah, the intersection of two groups is just exponentially less likely than either individual group to be conservative and vote for the Dawn, but you would never know. You know, you do never know. Don't take my word for it when I say I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I guess you can't confirm it. So I guess do take my word for it. And isn't it a problem if someone does vote for the Dawn, but then like in everything they do publicly, at all publicly, is like very like liberal leaning, left leaning? Like, is that a problem for like celebrities? Like, it's not great, no, but like, if everything you're doing is like left leaning, then I don't even feel the need to like expose the mask or whatever, because I mean, like, none of your conservatism is bleeding into what is actually is not spreading to other people. It's just like not a good use of time. I do think that sometimes, like, we don't on the left use time very well. God, I'm turning into Hassan. Actually, let's take another topic. Um, this talking about celebrity inevitably lead to discussions of politics. In my mind, yes, it does. But for some people, no, it doesn't, because you can just get lost in the sauce of like petty drama and facts. But I think part of my issue is that I don't truly try to hold like celebrities accountable for that, because that just seems like petty. I don't know. And they can usually handle it themselves. Is that even true though? Like, if there was an abuser guy, celebrity, and would I truly be like, well, that's their own business? Probably not. There's such a double standard based on who I like and who I don't like, and what I'll forgive and what I won't forgive. It's just a shame because even with that double standard, Nicki Minaj crosses the line, and that's not, the line was so low and she had to cross it. And I still love her, but like the same way you might like love an uncle, like maybe we don't interact as much as I would be comfortable doing if I wasn't worried about their sanity. And I don't have that uncle, by the way. That's a very white person experience to have like conservative uncles. Like, my uncles are in China. I don't know. They probably do have bad political takes. No, I would know. I would not know. Because we don't have a shared common ground of politics to talk about at all. Does anyone have that uncle? And why is it never the aunts? Maybe because the uncles are more outspoken, but I can imagine like aunts having like really problematic, outspoken opinions too. Karens are everywhere, and that Karen is someone's aunt. Like, you should think about that. Like most Karens are probably someone's aunt, if not mother. And like, are we truly just gonna let uncles take all the heat for bad takes? I think Karens and Aunt Karens are equally guilty. Once again, based on no experience, I don't have an Aunt Karen. I have one aunt, actually. The rest are uncles, and she's, well, I guess like aunts by marriage too. I don't know those women. I truly do not know those women because they're all in China, and I meet them so sparingly, and I can't remember any of them. I have one biological aunt, and she's just like a lovely person. So I guess, yeah, no, based on no experience of my own.
How amusing! Oh. You're dead.
Okay, yeah, it's not amusing to be hit. I wonder, you can admit. Oh God, no. You can admit when something is hurting you. Like, I can admit when lag hurts me. Like this. Oh God, like that. Like, that was bad. Nice.
That's close enough.
But I think a lot of Genshin characters too, the less toxic ones. And see, like, okay, that's not even a really point, but I can stand all of Wanderer's toxicity in fiction because it's fiction, not just because I like them. Also, the line of fiction gives a lot of people a pass for toxicity, but a lot of the less toxic Genshin characters will also admit when they're in pain. So, like, I think this is a lesson, teaching moment. Like, don't do what Wanderer does. Admit when you're in pain and ask for help. I say that. I'm so bad about doing that too. Also, like, what is like if you're in like health pain and asking for help looks like going to the hospital, then okay, yeah, when we do kind of have to wait. If asking for help, like, yeah, I don't think we truly contend with what asking for help looks like, right? In what way does asking for help not result in us needing to spend money that we might not have, otherwise we wouldn't need help in the first place, right? Like, okay, there's like a difference between asking for help when I'm like suited, when I have all the means to help myself, and I just need a little push to actually utilize them, and then asking for help when you do not have the means to do so. And I feel like a lot of people and me like don't ask for help because there's a reality that like help looks like spending money that you don't have, right? Or spending money that you do have, but like you did the cost analysis and you want to use it on other things. That's harsh. That's really fucked, actually, when you think about it. This is a harsh vibe. Okay, if anyone has anything other than politics to like go off on, I really need for myself something else to get into. Maybe we can talk about Genshin. Okay, maybe it's not even just politics. Maybe I do have like a negative world mindset too, you know? Because I'm on Reddit, and I don't know if anyone heard, but all Reddit is a little bit red-pilled. Okay, even the most liberal communities, leftist communities on Reddit, they're red-pilled, and that's not necessarily wrong. But I feel like all of Reddit is like a negative worldview. Except maybe like those ones that are just like super, like all about positivity, like positive mindset, or I don't even know, like interesting as fuck. But even then, no. But there's some Reddits, but like I feel like the big one, like everyone knows Reddit's "Am I the asshole?" and like I feel like other Reddit communities are not that far behind in terms of the level of red that they're willing to deal with. What is the fun platform, huh? Pinterest? It was Tumblr, and then they removed the porn, and so now what do we have? Was it even Tumblr?
Rev the engines.
I didn't use Tumblr, so that's based on maybe a false opinion of it. Maybe Pornhub is the most wholesome in terms of like I can't even finish that thought. In terms of political takes, maybe Pornhub is the most positive. Nice try. Nice try. But I mean, maybe it's the least overtly negative. Like, we hope that anyone commenting on Pornhub is just like, damn, that was so hot, not like, I don't know. I think all the Pornhub Hobbit comments should be, damn, that was so hot, and then that would be a platform of positivity, honestly. And we love that, but I can imagine it getting really negative, and all of that negativity is would remove it from the running as the most positive social media platform. I think it's Pinterest, probably. Because that's just all about, it's what Instagram should have been, all about just pretty images.
Try and stop me.
But I don't know if anyone uses Pinterest anymore. Like, other than planning your wedding, I don't know what people would use Pinterest for nowadays.
Squall Fury.
But if you're planning a wedding, oh man, there's no better tool. Well, other than maybe like, well, maybe it's not even a good fool. You're never gonna. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of planning a wedding. I feel like planning a wedding is just like an endless series of compromises. That's how I envision planning a wedding. And in that sense, maybe Pinterest isn't helpful. What you need is like, honestly, just like a no program. Just a program that you ask it, like a genie that you ask questions, but every response is no. But every 10th response, and there's some variance, is yes. So like on that one thing you really want, maybe you get a yes, but 10 out of 10 it's a no. You're gonna need a compromise on that, babe.
Away the tree sets, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Well, I don't know. Has anyone tried getting married? Without being, okay, yeah, but try getting married without, like, a super rich person, potentially family member, bankrolling the entire thing.
Take it easy.
If that's the case, congratulations to you. I hope it was the most magical event of anyone's lifetime. Like, Mr. Beast is borrowing money to do his wedding? One, would I marry Mr. Beast? Did anyone ask? No, but would I? Yeah. I would marry Mr. Beast. Like, I think so. And then two, like, would I be happy? No, probably not. Would I say yes? Yes. Because I don't have the wherewithal to say no. I don't have it in me. I don't have, like, the self-assurance in myself in my life to say no to that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say yes to most every billionaire. Yeah. But, I probably wouldn't be happy.
Upon the gale.
But that's not even the point. The point was that he's borrowing money for his wedding, and honestly, work. Hopefully no one should spend their own money on weddings. We hope that's the case, right? In an ideal world, no one would spend their own money on their wedding. Man, my voice is getting sore already. Maybe I should... Guys, don't clock me. I should maybe lower my voice, just so it doesn't hurt from talking so often. Cause like, okay, I know, like, that's my natural voice, but there's a thing where, like, I don't want to call gay people unnatural, but like, gay people do, I think it is like scientifically proven, like the way that they talk is slightly less natural to like their vocal cords, and it's just like something that's picked up, like the range, like it's usually higher. There's like a couple of signifiers, and like I think the gay linguistics question is still very up for debate. It's very much like every source is, well, I feel like official sources are just saying we don't know for sure. Like, is it natural? Is it just like their biology? Or is it just like something that they picked up from a very early age subconsciously, right? Like, whether it's from birth or from an early age, you can't really separate them out. Probably not even worth separating them out. Like, you just know that this has taken a hold, like, way before there's anything that can be done. Don't try. Basically, it's like, don't try to change it. It just is what it is, but like, yeah, so whether it's 100% natural or a little bit like of like, it's either natural in that this is how their voice naturally sounds, or it's natural in that given their disposition and the society we all live in, they identify with certain things and picked up certain things just naturally based on their own disposition. God, you can't talk about this conversation without being accused of grooming, okay? Whatever.
The wind rises.
Why isn't everyone a victim? No, okay, I'm tired. Anyway, back to the main point. I do think it is more stressful on vocal cords to speak in the gay way. This entire this entire subject is problematic, but I do think like it is more stressful on the vocal cords to speak in the gay way. So please don't mind me if I artificially deepen my voice to just like talk for long periods of time. This isn't even untrue to like how I speak though. Like if you are my friend, then I don't actually get animated for most things. Like my tone is usually like around here, right? But when meeting strangers, you naturally like, I think across the board, everyone just heightens their voice. It's just, I've seen enough TikToks, men do it too. Okay, oh the most alpha man. Okay, well unless they're if they're being natural. If they're like an alpha male and they're trying to be hyper aware about every interaction, then they'll deepen their voice, sure. But most people are just naturally going to heighten their voice when they're talking to new people or doing something new. And and that's a natural voice, that's perfectly fine. But like after a long period of time, I've been talking, and so I'm gonna be deepening my voice. I should be voice acting actually. Based on no range, I just hope there's a role that fits exactly my voice as it is. And then
Try and stop me.
there has to be at least like a handful of voice actors that are just using their own voice all the time, and they're famous for doing so. Like, I'm not gonna name names. I don't know anyone off the top of my head.
Take it easy.
Behold.
I know people who do the same voice. Like Dante Basco feels like he's doing the same voice, or maybe Zuko is just so famous that I don't know any of his other roles. But yeah, Dante Basco, Zuko from The Last Airbender. Also played Zuko's grandson in Korra, I think. Because they sound the exact same.
Let's ride.
But yeah, I don't think he's resting on his laurels. Like, I only know him for sure from those two roles, so I mean it makes sense that I feel like Dante Basco kind of sounds similar. But I'm not gonna harp on the point, okay? I'm not trying to take down Dante Basco. Dante Basco, I wish him, he already has an illustrious career, and I wish him nothing but continued success. Please do not send this to Dante Basco. But anyway, I should be able to voice act off just one voice, and that voice might as well just be my own. That's what I'm saying. That is my coup de grace of points. Of takes. Is that not a really heightened take? That the world should just be easy for me? I think that's a great take.
Rev the engines.
Rev the... Okay, I can do that. Rev the engines! Sounded so close to me. Oh, I haven't even explained what I'm doing. Yeah, so daily artifact farming, so if you play Genshin, you would know, like, you can... There's, like, investigation spots, which are just, like these, like, bright dots. Right on that bird, you see that bright dot that you can investigate. And you can investigate them, and then they usually give... There's a couple of types of things they can give, one of them being artifacts, another being Mora. And I'm specifically trying to target investigation spots that I know give Mora. And another rule, so I created a route. I didn't create these routes, like people have been searching and I got them from Reddit. But like there are routes for these things that you can just like farm only the artifact spots that give you artifacts. Only the investigation spots that give you artifacts. And then you're limited to 100 investigation spots a day. So if you do 100 of those, then any other investigation spots will just despawn. So so the conventional rule is just 100 max a day, but they only despawn when you teleport to a new location. So if you just stay in the same location with a bunch of investigation spots, you can actually go over that 100 limit. So like I'm pretty sure like the routes I have go to like 120 something because the last spot I get 99 and then I teleport to a new spot. That 100 spot has 20 something spots that I don't need to teleport anywhere else to get, and so I can get those extra for free. And then there are some special locations like this that give you artifacts but don't actually like operate under that investigation despawn rule. So even after you finish your 120 something, you can then teleport to find these things, the special ones, and then still get even more artifacts. So, and honestly, I don't get enough new artifacts to make this make sense. I have way much more artifact EXP than I will probably need unless I pull for probably 3 new characters and farm their artifact sets. And
Time to go.
And just like have to like upgrade a bunch of artifacts, and even then I'll probably run out of Mora well earlier than I'll run out of artifact EXP. And also it's unlikely that there's going to be 3 or 4 characters back to back. Well, no try. I am a harbinger person. I'm a Harvey. I'm a harbor.
Time to go.
I'm in r/for2e HQ, which is the Reddit for the Harbinger Watchers, and yeah, and if there are a bunch of Harbingers in Nordcry, then okay, I could be in danger. But they're gonna be spaced out between like the patches, so honestly I will have time to just like farm things.
Let's ride.
Upon the gale.
Yeah, Nordcry is looking really good, especially for me. I mainly pull for male characters. So Natlan was pretty dry. I have Kinich, and that's about it. But honestly, I don't mind. Like I get that it makes the game less exciting, but I don't mind having all the resources I need to pull all the characters I want and pull constellations and weapons for them too. Oh no, I hate that. I hate being able to pull everything I want. Nice. Okay. I was just noticing that my volume was peaking into the red, so well, I don't know if I need to go that far. Maybe minus 0.5. Okay. So I'm no longer peeking into the red. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, so just yeah, with the current raid, like I pulled Kinich C2 with his weapon. I'm great. That works great for me. I even pulled my Wika, and I don't really want any of the other characters, so. And in terms of like constellations and everything, I think I'm good right now. Like they could have released like a second 5-star male in Natlan, and then it would have just been perfect for my resources, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about having a lot of extra resources going to no try. I'm not worried about any 5 stars I want to pull. I get that that's privilege, so sue me. There's really no one else I want and no one else I want constellations on. Constellations on all these earlier characters just do not make sense anymore. So no, I have Ito, my favorite, just maxed. Maybe weapons, but I don't think it makes sense to pull for weapons for characters that I'm not. I've like kind of phased Wanderer and Sino out of my Abyss lineup. Like I will still play them, but not in the Abyss. And like I don't need their 5-star weapons to just not play them in the Abyss, you know? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to go for Constellations. I have C2 Nahida. I have C1 Yelan. I have C2 Farina. That's good enough. C1 of both Risley Nublet, 1 also good enough. Maybe I'll go for C2 Nublet if it just super lines up with everything else I want. Weapon. I don't think I have her weapon. But I don't feel like I need it. Have that. And all of these characters, like Emily is the best support for Knitch right now, but I'm not convinced that it won't change at any point in the future. So, at some point in the future, so I'm not pulling for her. I'll just wait. My Knitch is doing A-okay. He's totally fine right now. Let me look at his C3, actually. Riding high, and that's the E? Maybe. Maybe C3. Just to, like, get him, like, to be, like, my #1 damage dealer. And then I said to myself, I will pull Sid Lolly for my Mavuika if it is her second or third rerun. The first rerun after the Zarika comes out. Because I need to make sure that with all the cryo characters that might come out in Snezhnaya, none of them are just replacing Sid Lolly in what is Mavuika's best team. Because if they are, then I don't want her just like for her own character and whatnot. Like she's fine, but I'm good. And I can make do right now. I can make do with like her budget team, which is still far and away equal, if not better, than my best team probably. Any weapons? Not really. No, I'm at a really good place right now.
Someone told you the Masters of the Night
So
Wind is a tribe of weirdos?
let's just do all the other Genshin stuff I need to do on a daily basis. Wait, where's my thing to get into? Oh, okay. I do have 5 pulls. Guys, I have 5 pulls on my standard banner. Who do you think will get?
Who else?
Don't look at my Serenity Pot. Actually, everyone close your eyes for this point because nobody needs to be looking at my Serenity Pot. It's nothing. It is absolutely nothing. Okay. Great. Okay, well there's something here. Right in the most important part, there's like a thing. But what is it? There's nothing else. This is way too much space, and there's one room in my Serenity Pod that has
This realm is
things.
truly...
Okay, there is one room. I mean, one realm of the Serenity Pod that has things, but... After making that one, I was totally good on not making anything else. But I still continue to craft. It is somewhat of a waste of time, but I might as well use these materials for something. Right now I'm trying to get a lot of my 6 copies of pieces. On anything I only have 4 copies of. Dang, okay. But I must be running out of those. I'm willing to go to 8 on certain pieces that are... like these chairs. I've already gone to 8. God, I'm too... I'm too good at this game. Okay, okay. I'll go to 12 on these, honestly. Because these are fun little widgets. So are these. I'm willing to do more of those. Let's get some more wood. Am I right, lady? No, sorry. Hi, I'm doing good. How are you? Okay. Realm currency. Okay, have enough to... This is also out of artifact, upgrading stuff. So I'm true artifact enhancement material, so I'm truly gonna be here. Good on that material
If you
forever.
ever have any questions about the realm...
Yeah, it's going well. Do you play Genshin Impact? Go back. Interesting. Pretty good. How are you today? I'm doing my same artifact farming, but I just got done with that, so I will probably switch to Wingspan. Let me see. Anything else? Oh yeah, I need to do actually farm for artifacts in the domain today. I actually live in North Carolina. Where do you live? Name 3 facts about North Carolina. Name 3 things you know about North Carolina. Because, like, it's a nothing state. I don't think it's a famous state. Okay. Let me see. Wait, what am I trying to... Oh, right, niche. A lot of artists. Was the artist thing in, like, response to North Carolina? Because I feel like artists get...
Control breathing! On my mark!
I got a corner.
I don't think there's, like, that much of a divide between... I don't really understand the idea that artists wouldn't know. Facts. You know? I think a lot of artists, in history at least, have been very of the time or historically minded. I feel like every artist, well, at least they usually are like, I don't know, yeah, I guess I don't know a lot about modern artists.
Everyone hold hands! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock!
But I think about like
Teamwork is strength!
artists
Target
of,
acquired.
like, lore that are like all about emulating even older masters. There's a movie about this. It's called Midnight in Paris. If you've ever seen them, it has Owen Wilson, and I don't think he does a single Owen Wilsonism. He's just the main character, and he's an artist. He's a writer. trying to copy, well, trying to harken back to an older time. He thinks that the 1920s were like the best time for art, you know, and then at least, and then like he magically gets to go to the 1920s and meet some of his
Control
favorite
breathing.
artists,
On
and
my
they're
mark.
all thinking that like
Let's light it up.
Locked on.
I can't remember like he's doing something. It's like the best time for art actually, and then he goes back to the 1880s, and then they all think the Renaissance is the best time for art. So I kind of like that message. It's like there's new art being created all the time. But the good question I got was like, oh, artists are all kind of connected to the past. Like, all their idols would probably be someone from a previous era who made it. I don't know if that's necessarily true though. Like, why? I feel like there's also an equal narrative where artists can be like look up to their peers, or
Quick as a
it's not
flash.
just that.
I'm going in. Ow.
Like,
I got him cornered.
have rivalries with their peers, or so to speak. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Like, I mean, there's probably no right way to do art, right? But I'm just imagining, like, that's nice. I don't think I have your link anymore, because I think, the message got deleted? I'll probably have to do that out.
I see everything.
I do have...
Faster. Stronger.
I don't know. But if it wasn't you, it wasn't me. You missed a rant. I was talking about politics earlier, but that just got so negative. I'm trying not to go back on that. But if everyone's an artist, like, who's your biggest artistic inspiration? It could be another creator too, like another modern creator. Honestly, I feel like that makes the most sense. Like, probably most new artists have someone like on Twitter that does art that like is their biggest inspiration. I don't think we're like looking back to the 1920s in art anymore. There was also like a period of absurdism that I feel like it's kind of hard to look back on and seek the same inspiration from that like you could look back on Renaissance paintings and get inspiration from that. Like, that's, I mean, it's like funny, it's fun, it's interesting. I don't know if it inspires the same awe that a Renaissance work does. I don't think it's trying to. I think it's trying to do something very different. Oh yeah, I changed it because like if I'm gonna use that for the channel, might as well have it align with the channel. I'm mostly done with Genshin right now. I think I've done everything I planned to do with Genshin. Other than this event, I should probably just attempt this event because it's gonna run out in 3 days. Okay. I'll use my own. No? Okay, no, I'll use my own. Then they recommend. So probably Farina. Right? They recommend these elements. Okay, I'll have to give a look at it later. Um, this is only has... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I need... Huh, what's the last character for this team? I guess it's giving Electro Charge. I could do a Roron. Um, any suggestions? Uh, we know what it has to be. It has to be Electro, Hydro. But where are my Hydro? Oh, okay. Here are my Hydro characters. Or... This is a hard... Okay, because I also need... I feel like this is the Electro team. Here. Yeah. Okay. No. Sure. And so this team is going to be... Do I just bring Nuvilet and then don't even bother using Veresa and just use Nuvilet? Okay, after a plunging attack hits an opponent, Shockwave is released. So they do want plunging attacks, but they didn't say I had to use Veresa. I could just use my shout. Really just... Yeah, I get it. This event, you want to sell me on Veresa, but she's not even pullable anymore, so I'm good. You know, I wasn't taken in by mommy milkers here.
It's like a lucky day!
There's no energy. That's insane.
Shower me with that! Charge! Hero incoming!
There's more! How's this?
Yeah! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof!
Yeah! Skyward! Stray clouds converge!
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Useless! Evil conquering! Here!
Yeah, I'll never
Worthless.
abandon my strength.
Worthless!
Not for any. Not for just some cowgirl, are you? No rest of hate.
Skyward!
Yeah! By my spark, the night burns! Volcano kaput! Time to shine!
Ribbon, seize the skies!
Useless! Disappear! Worthless!
I think I am good. Oh wait, the second half. Okay, they're both considered. I don't know what I need for max rewards. Will they tell me? No, okay.
Quick as a flash! Let's light it up! Volcano kaput! Everybody stand! Final warning! You asked for it! Stronger! Let's... Yeah! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof! Hut! Hit! Charge! Final warning! Justice will prevail! Quick as a flash! On my mark! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
They know that.
Headbutt! Ultimate flying kick! Hero incoming! Oof! Kapow! Hi! Drop your weapons! You asked for it! Start the clock! Everybody stand! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah!
I know know how many points to
Final
get.
warning!
I feel like I failed.
Justice will prevent controlled breathing. Teamwork is tricky. Headbutt. Let's move. Fight.
Oh, I could have finished that guy. Okay, okay, that has to be enough for like all the rewards. But 16,000, I wasn't anywhere close to that. I don't think I was above 10,000, so yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Kinich, now Kinich I actually have built, so Kinich I could potentially be just up all his damage. Okay, so with Emily. Now this is rough because I do want. Okay, I know what I have to do. This team needs to have Xianglin, Bene, and Farina, because those are the elements. This team can have Mavuika throw Emily in there, and then it does need to be someone Dendro or Pyro. Do I have someone else? Okay, we could throw Toma in here, and then he can up my damage just a little. Or do I throw Pyro Traveler in here? Let's see if I still gave him. No, I didn't. But then again, what set is on Toma? Deepwood Memories. That's pretty good, especially with if Emily is on the damage set. Okay. Then yeah, I just won't have. Yeah, that's fine. I will still have plenty of buffs from all these people. I don't need Codex, Obsidian Codex? I can't remember what it's called. The one next to Obsidian Codex. Scroll of the Cinder City. Okay, nice. I just don't have Cinder City, but while that's great, I don't exactly need it on everything.
Reconstitute.
Check this out.
Light it up!
Locked on.
Oh, okay, this is also cool because okay.
Yeah.
Neutralize.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Wrath from the sky! Full throttle!
Target acquired.
Extract. A little ambiance.
Fire it up.
Rise with the sun! Try it!
Okay, that was
Shadow of the past. Mind to command.
Amidst your soul. Reconstitute.
Here's backup.
Pyroclastic surge!
Forever home.
Rev the engine!
finally experiencing Genshin. Yeah.
Fresh and floral.
Light of the blazing sun!
Okay, I'm not gonna do that one. 1120. Now this one I can get 1600 on. With Kinich, I can get 1600 points because I have C2 and his weapon. With a level 80 Reza, nah.
Let's light it up.
I got him cornered.
Nice and spicy. Everybody stand. Eat this.
Locked on. For the Lord of the Night.
The Dragonfire! Let the world collide! Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
I got him cornered.
Okay, yeah, I'm over here.
Yoo-hoo! Booba, get them! Time to shine! Going in! Eat this! I'm the right bit.
Target acquired.
Aw, so close. Probably wouldn't have killed it though. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I mean that goal makes sense. With their trial characters, I can go for goal 2. And then with mine own characters, I could probably go for flat. Escoffier. Yelan. Okay, Koran. Mavika. That's surprising. They're trying to still race it that hard, but they're not. They're already gonna throw Sid Lolly, like, what's her name, Chaska under the bus, and give it to Yelan. Doesn't need it. Yelan does not need the boost. But okay. Oh wow, okay. I don't even know if I have that many. Just Pyro and just Cryo and Hydro characters. Now, any team I put Farina on should have Nubile, then someone else. This one I should maybe do my now. His artifacts are fine. His artifacts are fine. Okay. Let's do 2 cryo. Nice. Okay. So I should probably put another cryo here. A shielder helps. Or should I... Sylphie provides enough healing by her own self to do Farina, I'm pretty sure. So here I should have Hydro, and it should be these two, because he's going to be doing a lot of normal attacks. Nice. Okay. So, let's get a cooking with... Well, let's get a cooking with, ice, I guess. Is there an ice cooking method? There's salt cooking methods. No oil salt cooking methods, that's for sure.
Adaptive Frost! Strike a pose! Not now!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 damage.
The night is cold, cold.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Let the world collide!
The pinnacle of excellence!
They make him hit so
Settle
hard.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! A little of this, like guiding stars!
Be sanctified.
Okay. Are they gonna convince me to get hit? No. No, I'm gonna stand strong. Until at least her second rerun. And then but honestly by that point, I fully
Adaptive
expect
frosting.
to be power set.
Let lightning echo in song!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Yeah, even if Nubila's power crept, it's gonna be by some character that I don't want to pull, so... Honestly, maybe I will pull for Scoopé. Scoopé.
Off to the freezer!
Let's go. I don't even...
Now.
Let me weave you a game's up. Fun's over.
Adaptive frosting!
Your coming was foretold.
Face your gift.
Goose on the loose!
Busted. Here comes the catch. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Quietly now. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. No, my soul. Let me weave you a verse.
Have a safe trip.
Diamond. Okay, that was a cool pose to like leave him on. Oh man, I wish they had like paused a little longer. That would have been a good angle. Oh, okay. No, I'm not. Okay, yes I am. I'm down bad for Risley. Is that okay? Are you mad at me? Okay. Yelan, Vaporize, and then Hyperbloom. Oh, well we love our Hyperbloom team, which is... Yeah, our classic, lovely Hyperbloom team. That's it. And then our lovely classic... They clearly want me to use Hu Tao, so I will use Hu Tao. Throwing that in there, throw that in there, and that's a great team. Team's looking good, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely gonna hit 16,000 with these lineups too. Nice. I'm pretty sure the artist left. Kinda feels bad that... I don't even think he sent me a message. Hey, are you... Did you even send me a message? You can't be mad at me if you don't send a message. Sad.
Yeah. You can. Quietly now.
Oh, I didn't even play with that.
Ring cutter. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Okay, now...
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Busted. Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Solidify. This is order.
Let me weave you a verse. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Jaw's over!
Stabilize.
Whoa, just a few hundred damage on Shincho's autos. Man, that's what investment gives you.
Hey!
Busted. Gotcha.
Flicker. Helpful.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Dissipate!
The process of elimination. Here you are.
Let's face her a little. The Temple of Wisdom!
Busted. Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Get with me!
Deflect. Flicker.
Grow!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Top right!
Scatter.
Okay. That was good enough, though. Chlorine. Now this one can't hope for too much on. Gonna go for that double gold, but not anything beyond that. Holy. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to upgrade my internet. That looks really bad for a second. I'll have to like look back at this. Okay. Nice. Ooh. Okay. So we know we want to use Nahida here. Anyone buff normal attacks? No. I can't believe they don't have one for Pyro. I can't believe they don't have an Electro Charge focus here. Okay, it was probably while I was like streaming like the really intense combat that my pixels just went to shit and it was unwatchable, and that's fine. That's something I can work on later. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that fits enough team. I mean, it's not like gonna really power up Cloran, but I don't really feel like I should. I should just like lean into I should just lean into trying to get 8,000 points and not going for 16,000. Um, Same with this, yeah, just like really go into it, not expecting to really utilize. Probably like a healer then. Though Nuvalet by himself can like do Freena's stuff. There's not really a lot of remaining characters that Ingest, Electro, and Hydro that I would want to put on this team. Okay, well... whatever. I'm trying to call it Sofia Vergara's. Whatever. Just like it's honestly a good policy on things to say. When you don't have anything to say, you just say whatever. It's kind of a little dismissive though, a little cold. But whatever. Okay. Also, it's a little problematic too. Copy someone's accent, is it? Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'll put a healer on here, and then that should be good. Do I not have any Hydro healers leveled up? That's kind of incredible, actually. Does anyone else deal more damage? Kind of. She kind of deals more damage. I don't think neither of them do it based on auto charge attack, so... whatever. Okay, this will do. This will do. Even if okay, yeah, I mean, her burst will still do, like, a good bit of damage, and I'll just, like, not stay on her afterwards. And honestly, I shouldn't even go to Florence.
I see everything! Right now, emerge! Odds revealed by...
Into the shadows.
Okay, no, I can't. I'm not good at aiming this out.
Hunt them down.
Everyone hold hands! Right now, emerge! Share my knowledge! I see everything! Wings of darkness! Come, sever the... Right now, right here. Ha! Cha! I'm always watching. Emerge, right here. Emerge. I summon thee!
Time to testify.
It
Ready.
does look really good. Where's the enemy?
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Even the worst one here, and then...
Right here. Emerge. By royal decree.
Oh no.
Grow.
Into the shadows. Evil lurks. Shoot on sight.
Committed to Shadow Raven. Right now. Emerge. Our fun is over.
How many points was that? I feel like I'm not even getting 8,000 on that performance. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this is really lower my...
Shine down.
Bow your head.
No more. Take that!
There is no escape.
Time to shine.
The tides beckon.
Sorry for...
Silence!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Let the world collide.
Be sanctified.
Okay, no. My new let it shine. I think it's just what my actual attribute like 4,000 on their own. The new let
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Let the mighty be humble.
that even without bugs, like 180, right? Okay, Oh,
Time to shine!
I mean, the fact that my new roulette team almost single-handedly carried me to that 16,000 mark. But no, I'm not gonna really try because well, hold on. Because if my new roulette team could almost single-handedly carry me there, I could just put Knitch here. And Yonsan. And Nahida. I still get all points. I won't get a lot of Knitch E's, but like, that's fine. He'll still do a shit ton of damage with those E's he is able to get out. I'll probably be able to do something here, and it'll be buffed by Aggravate, so hey. Not honestly the worst.
Everyone hold hands! Quick as a flash! This may hurt a little. Faster, stronger.
Ready.
Okay.
Sharing my knowledge. Start the clock!
I got him cornered.
Oh no, they have to get your shield.
Claim these souls.
The dead would bleed!
Hunt them down.
Yeah,
Quick as a flash!
okay, I've already felt have that one here.
The Temple of Wisdom! Step aside! On foot!
Target acquired. Shadow of the past, mine to command.
Sacrifice!
Would that be enough? No. I think I got 4,000, but I did need like 4,000 plus, and I got slightly less than 4,000 there.
Shine down.
Unlucky today. Bow your head. Silence.
Let the world collide!
Be sanctified.
Now you shall perish.
Let my name echo in song!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Let the world collide!
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Silence. Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
Let my name echo in song!
Yes! Okay, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck you, Cloran. No one needs you. Okay. Nice. What? And Geo. When there are at least one half pyro characters in party, when you trigger Mel. Okay. One half, so Well, this one is her vape team, which does need Farina. Needs a healer. Is Bennett truly my only pyro healer? Yeah, okay. Well, it needs a healer with Farina, and then that's one half, right? So I can spend the last one on anyone. Yeah. It is kind of hard to see this. Like, what is the purpose of this one right here? I don't really have anyone else to put in that spot. What a messed up team. Okay. So I think we want Rosaria. Then we can melt off of Rosaria. Oh, they gave us Sitlali. Okay, Sitlali will be better just based on her base kit. Why did they give us Navia of all people? I truly don't understand that logic, but okay. I don't think we want another Hydro dealer. Not that does regular Hydro damage. Okay. And we don't have a Geo healer either. Man, they need to give me a Geo healer in some shape, fashion, or form. Okay. I think I can do no. Because Lolly's holding Cinder City, so it's a-okay for her. Maybe they expect me to use Shalonen. But why wouldn't they give me Shalonen here rather than Navia? It's so interesting. It's so weird. Okay. Okay, let's finish out the team. Yeah. A Zhongli is not bad, and then honestly we could just do another cryo. There's no other characters gonna add anything else to the team. So this is not looking like 16,000, this is looking like 8,000. Okay, let's
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Full throttle!
To Let the world collide!
So, not as bad as I thought it would be.
Get to work!
Eat Lolling! Eat Papa!
Full throttle!
Gather!
You can't run! Hit! Fulfill our pact!
Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Judgment! Get to work!
Suffer the wrath of Easley!
Wrath from the sky!
You'll get frostbite!
Rev the engine!
Stabilize!
Yeah! Shiver! Show no mercy!
Light up the blazing sun!
Chill to the bone!
Eat Lolling! Eat Papa! Get him!
Judgment! Lights out!
Try and stop me! Pyroclastic surge!
I didn't have a bleak little bit of hope in my eye that I could get 16,000. That wasn't me. That was some other streamer who had a better build Mabuika and all her teammates. Honestly though, not as far behind as I thought, but damn, my Knitch ate that. I didn't even have Emily. I don't need Emily. When my Knitch is that powerful, I don't need Emily to help him. Nice.
Yeah!
Okay. That truly is everything I wanted to do in Genshin. So now I actually need to switch gears as well. Um, nice. Okay, so that is everything I wanted to do in Genshin. I am going to switch gears to play Wingspan. Or I could actually do my artifacts, which is equally uninteresting, but also something that I've been putting off for a bit. So, could do Wingspan, but I could also just do my artifacts, which I need to do anyway. So, what I'm going to do now is optimize my artifacts. And if anyone doesn't know, this is an extremely tedious process. So, what I do is I actually take pictures of any new artifacts that I have that seem interesting and potentially usable. So, you go into my gallery. What is that? No, okay. Delete some photos. You see, I've taken a bunch of photos on my phone of just artifacts. Like this one is an artifact. Nice. And it has all the stats on the stat line. And so in order to, because a lot of them seem decently good after a certain point, and so I add them all into my Genshin optimizer, and then it's going to tell me which artifact set and combination is actually the best for any of my characters. And it's so tiresome to add them in, but I haven't, which is why I have not done it in my last one. I have a picture I took on March, I think 7th, and so, yeah, March 7th, so it was at least before that that I last like bothered to do this. But yeah, if I want to improve my heroes, I will do this, and I do buy into the the element of the game that is uh farming to improve your stuff. So 12.3. Okay. This artifact would have been useful if I had actually pulled for Shilonen, which I ended up not doing. So, but I am loath to just give it up like that. Attack percentage is 4.7, actually. Thank you. The crit rate, Cinder City, 12.3, 19.7. Yes, add that artifact. It also helps keep all your artifacts in one place, so you have an idea of like what to throw away once I have 682. I have more now. I probably have 700 artifacts I just keep in my inventory. And that's a little too many. I need to start being harsher with what I but sometimes with harsher with what I like give up, but sometimes it is surprising to me what is useful because they have such bad stats, but I mean the main stat and the set are the most important, obviously. Um and then yeah, it's just surprising to me what is actually useful, and then it makes me scared to actually like throw away anything. Um and then it surprises me that like a piece that like looks so gray, but it's just not on a set that someone's using right now, and like some of the rolls are low, but it's all good stats. Like that's not good enough. That's not good enough for me anymore. It's suboptimal. HP percent. Okay, HP percent is good for tenacity, but see, like it's only 660%. Like you're like, oh yeah, HP is good. I want, and it rolled to HP 4 times. That's good, right? But it's the lowest roll 3 of those times, so that's not as good. And this is also the lowest roll for attack, so it's just like 660 is like the roll value. So yeah, sometimes I use this metric, but it's hard to actually gauge what it means sometimes. Okay. This is the scroll. What characters am I currently farming for? I'm this goes back to when I thought I was pulling for Shilonen, so obviously some of this includes some Shilonen artifacts, but I was farming for Yansan in this time, continuing to farm for Kanich and Mavuika. Um so that's why this set, like the Cinder City and Obsidian Codex are going to feature heavily, but also Tenacity, because I wanted to get a Tenacity set for my Faruzan, just to like ever so slightly up her like buffing potential with the Tenacity set, because previously she was just on a random, just like random whatever set got her enough energy recharge for her to actually be used. 20.2. This is not bad. And this could go on anybody, but I don't think Oh, 720, 780, damn. But Scroll of the Cinder City is such a support set that I don't know if anyone really needs like 40 crit value. But maybe. Um, what does Cinder City do if you are just... Oh, when a nearby party member triggers a Night Soul Burst, you gain some... Well, you don't actually need to be from Natlan to use that, right? It's only you need to be from Natlan to trigger the 4-piece, but the 2-piece is energy recharge if you're paired with a Natlan unit, which is not awful, actually. Actually, not awful. Mm-hmm. 538. This is honestly, I feel like I could have made it as an accountant because putting numbers into a spreadsheet, tedious. I mean, okay, it'd be really tedious after 8 hours a day of this, but as of right now, a-okay to me. If I got paid for doing this, I'd be like, yes, sir. Showing up bright and early to do this. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, maybe after like a week, I'd be like, and no, sir, I am taking a break for a month. So this is crit damage, okay. Attack 33. Sometimes you can see it. Like you can just look at those numbers and just see how it would make. Like this is can be 6.5, so it's a 6.5 and 5.8, right? Yeah. Wow, that's pretty good. Crit rate to make 10.1, eh? That's an interesting. I don't think I could have. That one's harder to pick together. Beyond 2, it's hard, but if it's just 1 or 2, sometimes I can click the buttons to get there. Yep, that's one of them. Tenacity of the Millilith. And yeah, I strongbox every 4-star artifact. I get first I Sanctifying Elixir and then I strongbox. And so none of my 5-star artifacts are used to level up other 5-star artifacts. And I think that's what I'm doing with my daily artifact farming is I'm just buying myself the ability to not use 5-star artifacts for leveling up, to just keep rolling the dice on more 5-star artifacts that will inevitably disappoint. This is pretty decent actually, but I don't know if any of my tenacity peeps need elemental mastery. But this is hmm. But it's low rolls on these things. Well, at least the crit rate is a low roll. But it is attack. I don't know if there's any damage dealers that use tenacity, but maybe. Oh, I mean, you can't see this, but often like I have a window in window playing something from like a streaming service or YouTube, so I get to see, and then I just like on my phone just snapshot the image of these artifacts, so I can see what I was playing at the time, and a lot of these are Dimension 20 because damn that shit fire. Nothing quite like watching comedians play a D&D game and then realizing my own inadequacy both in terms of humor and playing okay dang that's a lot of energy recharge, my own inadequacy in both in terms of comedy, which I'm not a comedian so fine, and D&D, which I'm not a professional so fine. I don't have to hold myself to their standards. It's just hard not to compare. My parents raised me like that. Oh, 790. Okay, dang. Husk of the Cinder City. You know, what I need to be doing is I need to be farming something that is TikTokable. Which is true. I need to prepare like speeches beforehand and then just like try to act them out in a way that like feeds into the algorithm of TikTok. Hmm. But also no one's watching this, so if I rewatch this at some point and there is like bits of interesting content in the slop that I am just throwing out there right now, then I can just take that as the basis, literally come into next stream, do this, say the same thing, and then make it more easy to edit around for a TikTok. That'll be my name of the game. I was also going to do a streamer, what was I gonna? It was gonna be a streamer community college as I learn the ways of streaming. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do a streamer community college segment where I will just l- follow along with the Ludwig video and then see what I can find in terms of tips on how to actually do this thing. Um, nice. 18.7 add artifacts. Yes. I think that was right. Well, let me just double check. Okay, so that was a Cinder City. I might have gotten distracted talking. Guys, I was distracted talking. Okay. I also don't have it anymore, but it was an attack. 18.7. This one was it. Okay, yeah, yeah. I got it right. Tenacity of the Millilith. This truly is the Zhongli set. It looks so good on him. Which like I wish like they sometimes in fan art they draw the characters with like all five pieces of their signature set that fits with their skin and everything, but it's kind of hard to. I do wish they could show that some way. I mean, it would look so goofy if all these characters wore like intricate hats, but um, hey, I don't have to answer for the things I say I want because they're not going to happen. Okay. I can just say, "Hey, I would want that," and then just let the universe like not give it to me and not have to deal with the idea of, well, what if I got that? It would actually be bad, you know? Let me ask for things that I'm not gonna get. Please? 7.4. Okay. Pretty good. Defense 5.8. That's good. Attack 9.3. Then we got energy recharge 14.2. Don't want to figure out what combination makes that. Okay, but that makes sense. Ooh, only 650. So really no number once you see it all said and done. And without like putting into the optimizer, I wouldn't know. Like I could get a sense like, oh, that doesn't feel like a high roll, but I wouldn't know for sure just how bad that was, you know? Okay. Rate 16.7. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's incredible. Like all the rolls went there. 5.3. And that's another reason. Like with something like this, 16.7, that's great, probably really usable, but it's also kind of hard to figure out, okay, well then I need to subtract some crit rate from some of my other artifacts, and where can I pull that from? The get optimizer makes that an actually achievable calculation. Tenacity. But yeah, okay, but also now I'm back to the grind and woof. I'm back to the grind and now it doesn't feel necessarily worth it. I haven't kissed anyone in a very long time. Never mind. But damn. It's getting to be a while. Maybe I should do something about that. Or not. Or not sounds pretty good, actually. Actually, wait. I love not doing it. I love not doing things. So much so. Okay. 538. 568, okay. Oh. Okay, let's look at the next one. Wow, this one's bad, except for this last one, which is attack percentage. Which actually, okay, is somewhat workable. But dang, and it's crit rate on a set that gives you crit rate. I don't think anyone's gonna actually use this thing. Right, like, let's go look for that one again. A crit rate that has like 21 attack. Maybe it was this one. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't do that correctly, which is also an issue when you self-input. I felt like I did that wrong, but yes, this is crit rate, not just HP. HP would not make sense, but that was crit rate, so nice. Sometimes I need to go through again and just make sure that the artifacts I inputted are actually here. Cinder City. Let's go to Cinder City. 20 is a circlet. It's attack. Okay. What? And normally I would be listening to music while doing this, but I'm on stream. Oh, you know what? I can pull up background music. In what world am I not pulling up background music for this? That's insane. Well, okay, now it needs to be copyright free, but at least some of it is gonna be lo-fi, DMCA free chill beats. Is it okay? Okay. I mean, this is also mind-numbing music. I actually don't particularly like. But is it better than silence? That's the bar it has to clear. Sure, it can clear that bar. Or the sound of my own voice. That's an even easier bar to clear than silence. Let's be real. For yourself, okay? Maybe you're okay with it, but for most people, the sound of their own voice, understandably, not the thing, not the tea. One of my friends was sick recently. I told him this because I have no bar. His voice became really high. Like, it was just deeper, it was a little slightly raspy. It was so hot. I was like, oh my god, that's... Stop. You need to put on a different voice right now. Okay, that's not really realistic. And I couldn't see him, so I was like, that would have like made it more like less of a thing, but then like I couldn't see him, it was only voice chat we were doing, and I was like, hi. Well, hi. Anyway, well, I told him that, okay? So, I didn't tell him that I was sexually attracted to his voice. I said his voice sounded better than mine. Man, things I would do with that voice. Let me know if that's too low, if that's better. No problem. Thanks for listening to my, I did not realize someone was here for that. Do you hear me talking about my friend's sick voice? Right now, this is... If you know Genshin Impact, this is, an artifact optimizer. Okay, good. It's an artifact optimizer, so you can get artifacts in Genshin, and then I put them here to find out which ones are the best for my character. Which is not something most players should need to do, but at a certain point, it is the best to actually make sure. No, you really wouldn't. I don't know if you can see here, I have 697 artifacts, so like, and a lot of them are very similar. Too good. I would say no one needs to do this unless you have like, until you're spoiled for choice, okay? You probably have one artifact set for each character. No, but like, sometimes it's hard to tell what is good and what isn't good. Like, I'm not even joking. Wonder is true, right? Like this piece, crit rate, you would think, oh, and crit damage, someone should be using this, but it's only got 630 percentage, so it didn't roll well. And so none of my characters actually have this as one of their best slots. So it's just like, but I would have put this on a character, obviously. It looks great, just from like the bird's eye view. A lot of these look great, but they're also not on a set that I really need. Where was I? But yeah. No, don't like take this as something that needs to be done. What is my Ganyu on? My Ganyu is on something else. I think I keep my Ganyu on Blizzard Strayer, because I don't play her in Mel. Do you have Ganyu? Because maybe I should, honestly. Maybe I should do Ganyu Mel. Sure, yeah. You can send me an Akasha link. I've been meaning to like actually do that because that's the only point of comparison with other people. I can show you some of my characters too, and you can see what artifacts they have equipped. Is that your main? Like Ganyu? Okay, I haven't input this. Look at the Akasha. It's you, Radko? Radostin. Okay. Close enough. Okay, let's see. Do you choose your order? Oh, it's ordered based on crit value. Dang. Okay, 235 is insane. 235. You need to give her her sake. At that point, okay. Nice. Top 2%? You can tell, that's like what they tell you, right? So you're in the top 2% of Raiden mains that have... Is it for this team or just for the weapon? So is it top 2% of people who have the catch on her? Or is it top 2% of Raidens that are used in this specific team? That just changed like some of it, but that's still an impressive number for sure. Okay. Dang. Let's go by piece by piece. That one's really hot. How much crit value is that? It's like... over 40? How long does it take you to get an artifact like this? You must have like thrown a bunch of things away. Okay, this one's also really good. This one's like 30 crit value. This one's over 30 crit value. Almost 40. And its attack. Okay, attack I think is around the same here. Maybe Electro Energy Recharge is technically better, but I don't know. Yeah, how many months? Month? Unless you got really lucky. God. You know, I've been playing for 5 years. I don't think I have a piece this good. Okay. I believe that for sure. Yeah, maybe energy recharge is better here, but maybe it's only better if you have her signature weapon. You know, I don't have that for sure off the top of my head. That's a decent piece. But this piece is like, okay, yeah, but like with the crit, circlets are a lot harder to get good than... But this is also the offset circlet. I imagine it's... I feel like if there was an improvement to be made, it would be with the circlet. Because everything else is on set and it's good. And it's great. Nice, okay. 20... Oh yeah, what is her ER? 193. I don't know what the goal is, actually. I feel like for her weapon, it's as much as you can get, and for her SIG weapon, and then honestly, 193. Let's see, actually. 220. I mean, your write-in's gonna be much better than mine, but you can see what I would have on my write-in. And then okay, and then I can go to the next character, and we can go character for character on ones that I share. Where's write-in? Okay, here she is. I'm blind. 235. 219. Okay. She also... Oh, wait. So I put the catch on Xiangling because I still use her. And... Listen, Calamity Queller, I do not have, that girl. I don't have the girl for Calamity Queller, but I got this off a banner. And, I was like, it's good enough. So her attack must be super high. 85, 132. Oh yeah, that's bad. Oh yeah, that's not good. It's nothing special. Okay. Yeah, yours probably eats mine up. Like, 85, 132, we got 50... Okay, okay. Well, that's like... crit rate. Okay. I feel like the crit rate could be higher too. That's 2. I do have C2. But that's just money, you know? It's, I don't even use her nowadays, but like, while I used her, that C2 is really nice. Oh, Nouvellette. Okay, so my Nouvellette does bars. My Nouvellette can probably hold up here. I'm gonna say, so let's see. 50, 212, but the 50 is probably not including, like, the artifact set gives you crit rate, right? So yeah. So with that, that's pretty good. 34,000 HP, that's good. A lot of EM, where I don't feel like he isn't like an EM person, but that's... Wait. That's not even that much EM, 65, that's just incidental. I guess it's compared to the average. Top 5%, also really good. 93, okay, because it's like 36, right? 12 times 3 stacks, I think? Yeah. Okay. He also needs a certain amount of energy recharge, right? Okay. That one's pretty, except like the attack, but honestly, it's fine. I need to get my ass back in this domain too, though. I need better stats for my Nouvellette. Yeah, okay, if you run her... Wait! Is this the team you use with him? Wait. You have a Farina, but why? What is this team here? No? Okay, what does this represent? I don't understand what this is supposed to represent, what this lineup of 4 is supposed to represent. Because, like, why is Child here? I mean, I get that he, like, buffs your, like, talent level. It just suggests this team? Okay, that's interesting. There's no way Child is doing better than Farina would do here. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's the team that makes sense. Okay, so let's look at my Nubilet and we can do the comparison. There you are. He is C1. He does have his weapon, so that's that puts me like at an advantage for sure. So 60. So does he overcap on? I guess he overcaps on. Really? Okay. I'll believe that. That's another thing that the damage dealer is for. That I don't have to do that calculation or test it out. I just plug like things into this artifact thing. Because like you can change the weapon too, and then I'll see like, oh, this is about the amount of damage you'll do. So yeah, if I had like tested in the overworld, even just like I'm not a theory, I'm not a tester. I'll just let this thing say what the best number is. 253. Okay, yeah, 253. I H you up on crit damage. About the same on HP. A little bit less. So yeah, I H you up on crit damage because I have his signature weapon. So yeah, that makes sense. I would hope so. But I don't think his artifacts are that cracked. I need to get myself back to this domain. I'll do it as soon as I finish, like, I'm on an Obsidian Codex kick right now for Mabuika and Kinich. Just trying to get their artifacts perfect. Yeah. That's... Which one? Okay, so you have Rena on her signature. Oh, you have 2 Tranquil Waters? Does anyone else? R1. Oh, so you just like upgraded it into... R1 means that... Okay, hold on. R1 just needs 1 copy. So you have 2 copies of this thing. Does anyone else actually use the Splendor? Okay, yeah. Because it's like... an interesting one, right? Well, I guess it gives crit rate. Or crit damage. They'll do it eventually. I mean, they'll release more HP scaling characters eventually. 72, 264, that's insane. That's really good, right? 3,000, 30,000 HP. And I think she needs a lot of energy recharge too, so that's like another thing we look for. Wait, that's insane. You have no substats that are energy recharge other than like the main stat on the... Because it just lines up like that. That's fun. Oh, skill... That's helpful. Skill 150 ER. Oh, but only top 29? They're really saying that you don't... They really hate you on this one. Do just a lot of people have Farina? Because this doesn't look bad. Oh, she wants more than 30,000? That feels like a good stopping point. 37. Okay, I guess she wants a lot. I have her energy recharge at 202 as well. I don't think she needs that if she's on a team with Nubilet, but if she's a solo Hydro, maybe that's why I reached for that number. But her crit rate and crit damage are only 52, 187. So, logged on that front. Yeah. Okay, and then my Farina is built to buff damage and then secondarily do some DPS. But I got her at C2. I got her C2 so she could, even with like less crit rate, do some DPS damage. But yeah, I don't have her signature weapon. Everyone says that this is like not that far behind, so were you around to get this weapon? Because I do feel bad for all the people who weren't. And the fact that I have this weapon kind of shows you how long I've been playing this game. Long time. It's been a good minute. So when did you start playing? Because this was like 1.1, right? If you don't, so like you started playing at least 1.1 and then you took a break during the summer event? Okay, nice. Because this is like a super early weapon, I think. No, maybe 1.2. I think it's 1.2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Genshin boomer. Nice. Well, who's your favorite character to play? You have Sino C1? Hold on, wait, you have Sino C1. Okay. A Sino main. That's incredible, because I have Sino, I haven't used him in the Abyss ever. Will you hate him? That's so sad. That's so sad. What, you just hate his damage, or do you hate him as a character? Because like, I will say damage-wise, he just can't compete. But I did pull one of him just because I liked him enough to like bother to pull one. That's so sad. You have a thing against puns. Sigh, no puns, I guess. Get it? Sigh, no puns. Okay, anyway. Mabika, Yelan, and Hu Tao, nice. Newbie, Mabika. Okay, Mabika, my Mabika is still very much a work in progress. Did you get Sid Lolly? No? Neither did I. I'm not gonna get Sid Lolly until at least her second rerun. Because I just don't think that for me it'll be I'm not gonna get her until after Snezhnaya, because I predict that there'll be several more cryo characters that come out, and maybe she is the best for melt still, but if she's not, then I'm good just waiting. My Mabuka doesn't need to be the most damage dealing right now. Yeah, I know, they're doing no try next, but which is why I say her second rerun. Maybe third. Her first rerun after the Tsaritsa. As soon as they release the Tsaritsa and I see what she does and what she is best in slot for, then I will be willing to pull Sid Lolly if Sid Lolly is still best in slot for Mabuka. That's my I'll wait, my Mabuka. Cause yeah, okay, you see, you have C6 Chevreuse too, yeah. I right now use Mabuka on a Chevreuse team, and I'm a-okay with that. I don't need to do her like highest ceiling melt damage right now. You don't? Come on, this is such a lie. This is okay. Well, I played her on a melt team. Oh, that's so sad. Next time, it's gonna be so close next time though. But yeah, I have the Chevy, and I play her with like Chevreuse And then like Yaimiko, and then I got a Yonsan too, and so I'd also just put Yonsan onto that team, like a single Yonsan, and then that's like pretty good. I feel totally happy with that team, and I don't feel the need to like do her melt team right now. Okay, that's a good Raisa team, yeah. I don't have Raisa, so I can use my, I'm fine using my Chevreuse on Mabuika. Wait, okay, we still need to compare. Let's do it. This is still a work in progress. I'm still farming artifacts for her. Okay. Let's see. We got a tag to 166. Okay, I'm being your tag. 57 to 166, but with the 40 from Codex. That's like almost damn near 100. 43, much less, and then 211, which is a bit more, I think. Wait, I didn't say anything was wrong with your Mabuika. I just saying that my Mabuika has a bit more attack, and okay, let's do that in ratio. So we're doing like 57 minus 43 is like, click refresh. Okay, oh, that wasn't your Mabuika? Okay, your new Mabuika is gonna mog mine. Okay, I get it. 31? Okay. Wait, you just completely got rid of one of your artifacts. This cannot be like your latest one. Wait, what's happening? This is not a completed... You don't have any goblet to just put on her right now? We can't do the comparison if your Mabuika is missing one whole artifact. Oh, okay. No, this doesn't look right. This is HP percentage. Okay, nice. 28 crit damage and some crit rate. Okay, that's good then. So I think you would have me beat on crit rate and crit damage on crit damage. We would, and then probably around the same crit rate. No, I would probably have you beat on crit rate. It probably doesn't have 10. She doesn't need energy recharge. God, that's too much. I wish I didn't have these substats. They're just so empty. Like, it kind of feels bad, doesn't it? Like, the fact that energy recharge is like I know defense is not useful for her damage, but it technically does help Mabuika some way. Like, it does, like, up her, like, something. But, like, energy recharge actually does nothing, which is kind of, unfortunate. So, like, this 33 is absolutely just useless. Yeah, I would rather have the flat defense on my Mabuika substats than energy recharge. That's a fun shape too. Wait, okay, no pyro damage because you don't have the goblet. It also hates your crit rate. No EM though, okay. And a lot of HP, wait. Yeah, that is quite a bit of HP. Oh, and you have this, you're sharing the R1 Wolf's Gravestone with Gami. There's Yelan. Aqua Simulacrum, okay, we love signatures. 268 crit damage is really good. Like, damn, that mogs. 268? Like, that's the highest of all the crit damage. Oh, 273 on Ayaka. Hey, that's also insane. That's also insane. And you have Mistlitter. Okay, that, I mean, that helps, but damn. Wait, where do you get the extra cryo damage from? Oh, her artifact set? Oh, okay, I see. Right, yeah. That's what Blue Destroyer does. Dang. Oh, it has its own refresh? Oh, okay. Nice. $268. Oh. Oh, did you gut her? You took it off her? Wait, no, it still has 273. Okay, wait. Do you still use Ayaka, or did you give up on the freeze meta entirely? They're trying to bring it back, but you would have to pull a skill PA to bring it back. Ayaka? Oh, that's unfortunate. What does her C1 do? Nope, okay. But yeah, no, 268 on Yelan is insane. I can compare because I have a Yelan as well. Okay. 223. Hey, 65, 223. 65, but yeah, definitely a lot less crit damage. I do have more HP. Not sure how that factors in entirely, but top 13% burst, 200 ER, 200 ER. Yeah, 200 ER. Okay. Yeah, your line is definitely beating mine by a bit. Probably with like the amount of crit damage difference. Okay, nice. Then, okay, we can compare Hu Tao's too. Are you gonna use Ayaka more now that you have her C1, or is that just like side bench permanently? Semi-permanent side bench. How? Oh, there she is. $103, yeah, okay. That Elemental Mastery is really good. I have one of those pieces too. I'm not sure who I stuck it on, but like if we just sort by like hold on. I do have one of those pieces too. We just sort only by Elemental Mastery. Okay, I don't know how to use this site, actually. No, current RB, okay. Well, maybe I don't have, okay, wait. Maybe I need to go descending. There it is. This one on Kuki Shinobu has 110 Elemental Mastery, which is pretty good. Wait. Okay, I have 5 that clear 100. I can't believe I don't put this on Nahida. Nice. Okay. Sack frags, we love. This is such. The shapes they make are so interesting. Top 37. Top 4. Okay, we love top 4. Dragon Bane. $43, $215. I think mine has like a very close to 100, 200. For okay, no, 70, 198, okay. And then 27,000 HP, 32. Okay, but I have her signature weapon. Okay, I'm not gonna. If you're using. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, because you use her with Sharina, so it does make sense, but. I don't know. I don't want to use her with Farina, really. I feel like I often use Farina with someone else. Okay. I could see that. But I can't. I also don't want to, because here's the problem. If I shift her into Amari Shosei or Shimanawa, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this stuff? This stuff is pretty good. I spend so much time on it. I don't want to give it up. You know, I don't want to give it up. I don't have Klee. I could give it to Diluc, but and then when I give her Shimanawa, right? What if she takes pieces from someone else? Or my Marishosei, I don't have a lot of spare pieces. My Marishoseis are going to Risley and Nubilet, and so I would have to like spend a lot of time farming. And what if like she steals the pieces from? Here's the thing. I know they just introduced loadouts in like their new dev announcement, so that's great. But before in loadouts, I need each character to have their own 5-set, and nobody can take from anybody, because I don't want to think about that before I just start playing. So I can't have people sharing pieces. Now that they have loadouts though, maybe. I would have to reconfigure a lot of things, but maybe. Oh, you have Nilo. Okay. Traveler, Kukishinobu. Work in progress, Melissa. Oh my god, that looks like a lightning bolt. Almost. Get rid of the EM and then you'll have a lightning bolt. Is this the new set? Long Night's Oath. Is this like the plunge set? Because this looks like it belongs on Arlecchino. Yeah, this is the new plunge set. Is this like the new one? Yeah, okay, this is a new one for Skirk. Okay. You must have done a lot of farming, like... Well, I don't know. It's been a long time since this has come out, right? So... Maybe not, but... Nice. I like that. Couldn't you give her stuff to Ayaka? I feel like Ayaka might, I mean, maybe not, actually. There's something special about it that, like, makes it not just a general free set, right? Normal attack damage is increased. Elemental burst damage is increased, but not charge attacks, which is a lot of Ayaka's stuff, right? So it's probably suboptimal. Oh, and 0 elemental energy. Yeah, okay. That's so hyper specific. 0 elemental energy? Man, okay. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. This is looking pretty good so far, I think. Maybe more attack? I'm not sure. But she does get plunge damage bonus, so that's pretty good. Top 66. Wow, okay, they hate you. Whoa. They said get back in that domain. Oh, because it's level 78 out of 80. Okay, still farming. Nice. Okay. The shell update. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, I just got an email from the cat shelter I volunteer at, and it's about one of the cat's health status, so that was unfortunate. Enough about that. Okay, nice. I'm so annoyed because Kinich is so pesky to... Kinich and Mavuika are kind of pesky. Kinich especially is pesky to farm for because he only cares about attack and crit rate, crit damage, right? No elemental mastery doesn't really help. Energy recharge not really helpful. So like these are good like pieces. This one's really good actually. Like this isn't terrible. This one's not terrible, but like I would hope for better. I still hope for better. Like this elemental mastery and this elemental mastery, I wish like some of that, one of those roles could have gone into something else. Honestly, wait, it's not terrible. Honestly, it's pretty good. I think Kinich is my #1 damage dealing character right now because I have him C2. That's mainly why. But he's also like really good at damage right now. Nice. Pretty sure I used Sanctifying Elixir on Kinich to get some of these though. Okay. Reza with Chevy, that just makes sense. No, but I think for a free-to-play account, I guess you have been playing for a long time, but for a free-to-play account, this is definitely like... Oh, you're based in the EU? Oh, that's fine. Thanks for coming in and spending time, and yeah, no, I have to say for a free-to-play account, like this is definitely like really cool. Like a lot of interesting characters, a good span of characters too. Like definitely have some really fun tastes, and a lot of them are really well farmed for. So honestly, your hours have been put to good use. Nice. But it's okay, I also have to step out soon too, because at 7, I do have a D&D game, so I should probably also be ending stream any minute now. But thanks for spending time here. Because you're in the EU, right? And that's, yeah, it's probably getting late. I wonder, okay, so what's the biggest cigarette brand in EU? Is it, because here it's Marlboro, right? Well, I mean, there's a lie. Have you tried vaping either? Or Zins or other tobacco products? I feel like cigarettes are still the norm in Europe, right? Because it's like a je ne sais quoi, so to speak. Hello, Neon Dreamscapes. I actually have to step out soon, sorry. At 7 p.m., which is like in my time zone, which is in like 5 minutes, I have to go because I have a D&D game. But thanks for stopping in. Okay. I mean, okay, it's also the only one I can name. I can... Marlboro... So yeah, that's just the layman's, understanding of not a cigarette smoker, just like, that's the only one I can name. I mean, okay, will do. Neon Dreamscape. I know Joe Camel as like, I think it's an ad. Is there like a Camel brand of cigarettes? Like, I know Joe Camel is like a mascot. But I only learned that in like health class, not like and then I know menthols are a type of cigarette that are just like cheaper, I think, but I don't know any brands of menthols, so that's about it. I feel like, yeah, no, I only see Marlboro because it's like, I think, iconic. I don't know if it's still famous, but I feel like it was iconic for like imagery. Maybe it like did something with movies or something. I feel like that poster is iconic even outside of just cigarettes and like smoking. And when I say iconic, it's like the actual iconic, iconography wise. Okay, sounds good. Good night. Okay, and then I should also end streams. Yeah, 2 minutes. Okay, yeah. For anyone still here, I also am ending stream right now because I have a D&D game online, so I don't have to run to it, but